Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live trading session over here at the High Performance Trader. Today we are going to be absolutely cracking the market and all the beautiful opportunities that it gives us. Okay, today is 8/22/2025. So give me a second here while I share my screen, and we're going to break into it, dude. We're going to dive into it. And I'm actually I mean, many of you, if you're on the Discord, you've seen this morning I posted a swing trade that I'm looking to be getting into. This is going to be a phenomenal opportunity, and we're going to break more into that in a little bit. But there's some really important topics and goals that I want to bring to the table today. Okay, we've done a lot. I had a horrible day on the market yesterday. It wasn't necessarily horrible. It was just I took 3 losing trades. So I really took a lot of time to dive into where my head was at, what was going on. And what I found, right, was basically it's our job to execute when the market is in a fruitful state. And that is my goal today. Okay. Going into the day, we got to remind ourselves there's no news today, right? At least nothing from marketwatch.com. So there's no fundamentals going into today. That could be very good. That could be very bad. What's key is that we use our skill set to determine the conditions of the market. Okay. So going into today, I really am not looking to trade these wild, violent swings, right? Like when you look at this chart right here, you just see these crazy, like the range on this candle yesterday was $2. And then it literally got soaked up in the first 5 minutes, right? So you got to ask yourself, are these the sort of conditions you want to participate in, right? Like we got to be able to see that. That's where I failed yesterday. It's been a phenomenal week. There's been great opportunity, but these markets are in a whipsaw. They're just coming for everybody's head, right? So today we're coming for the market's head. All right. And this is how we do it. For us to be successful in this game, we have to stick to our approach. We have to stick to our strategy, and we have to have our execution on point. And that is exactly what we're bringing to the table today. All right. So the goal is to trade our 3-step approach on the 5-minute and the 4-minute. So the first thing we're going to do is break into a pre-market plan. All right. So there's some key levels that I'm going to be watching today. So the first thing I'm going to point out is this guy right here. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull up my little thing so I can plot. Michael Lynch, good morning. All right. Give me a minute here. Bam. All right. So now we're lit. So you guys see this level right here. Okay. The 63845. This level is extremely important. All right. So the reason why it's important is because it's market structure. Okay. This is clean market structure. We have a perfect example of where support, okay, that support turned to resistance. Okay. Yesterday we rallied right into this level and rejected. So now we're coming back up to this level. Now it would be naive. It would be arrogant to be like, oh, okay, sellers are going to be here because they were here yesterday. Okay. We can't approach the market that way. The way I like to approach the market is that the moving averages are going to show me what to do at these levels. Okay. So for long plays, I'm definitely going to be targeting previous day high, and I'm going to be targeting 63845 in any buying acceptance above this level. All right. So say we get something like this right here. Say we have this level, bam. Maybe buyers come into it and then we get a little bit of selling. And then out of nowhere, if buyers show strength at this level and we get solid criteria above previous day high, I'm definitely looking to trade a breakout here with crazy possible upside targets. Okay. You guys got to think we've literally been in a downtrend for the last like week and a half, 10 days. Okay. So we have to be ready for buyers. Okay. Don't just assume because selling has been strong that buyers aren't going to show up and show out today. Okay. Every day is a brand new slate. The market, we have different things happening, different fundamentals. So be ready for buyers. That is definitely a high probable scenario. All right. So that would be our bullish scenario. Our bearish scenario is going to be, once again, I'm going to highlight this level. And now let's just run through the context, okay? Because context is very important. So basically, what's happening in pre-market? In pre-market, we're getting a wild gap up. All right. So basically what that means is from yesterday's close, we're getting a pretty strong move to the upside. Okay. About, I don't know, $2.5 to the upside. So that $2.5 creates what I like to call opportunity. All right. So anytime you're gapping up, and all what gap up means is that you're opening higher than where we closed. All right. So end of day is a very important level. And now we are opening above end of day by $2.5. So what I'm looking for is to see if these sellers, all right, that defended this level very strong yesterday, if they do end up coming into the market and we get weak upside move a price, I'm going to be looking for short plays. All right. So basically HPT cross criteria. All right. I'm going to be looking for a moving average cross on the 5 and 20. I'm going to be looking for a GBI, and I'm going to be looking to play short, possibly all the way down to previous day open print and then EOD. Okay. So once again, this is what, oh, and by the way, if end of day gets shattered, this thing is going to sink. Okay. This thing has a lot of downside potential, just like it's got a lot of upside potential. All right. But the common denominator here is previous day high in 63845. So that's exactly what we're going to be watching today as far as a pre-market plan. All right. I like to treat every day very similar. I don't like to, get a bias on the day. I like to define market structure and then play off it. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Previous day high is making a beautiful, beautiful case for that. Todd, what up, brother? My man Todd from Louisiana has come to smack these markets with the HPT crew. I love it. A couple other things that I'm noticing here is we're getting a clean moving average cross right here on the 1 hour time frame. That means something, right? This is why I love moving averages so damn much, because when I start conjuring up things in my head and I start coming up with ideas and scenarios, I lean on my moving averages. Okay. Yeah, we are getting a pretty large gap up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that buyers are going to take control or sellers. This is where the open becomes our guideline. Okay. So we're going to be watching to see what happens off the open. And I tell you guys right now, if I get selling criteria off that open, I am definitely shorting all the way back down to previous day open print and end of day. Okay. So now let's pull out SPX just to get a little more idea of what we got going on here. And then we're going to have some time to dive into that swing trade that I'm looking to take. All right. So SPX is just like any other thing. First thing I'm going to do is identify my levels of interest. Okay. And to do that, all we're doing is pulling previous day pit numbers. You guys literally just seen how I did that, right? I literally am pulling from this day's EOD in this day's previous day low. See, when I'm plotting levels, and I'm like, no sugarcoat, guys, my levels are always on point. Like I literally plotting levels is literally all you have to do is plot the previous day pit numbers and then days prior. Okay. Like whatever level's closed, that's the level that makes sense. That's the level I'm looking to trade. Okay. So that's going to be our downside target right there. But just to kind of get a little more clear here is what am I looking to trade? So according to SPY, we're going to be opening right up here next to previous day high. Okay. So we're going to be opening right here. So once again, I'm going to be watching this level. All right. This is a very important level. This previous day high. And what is that? 6,400. All right. So we're going to be opening also right around previous day open print. All right. So once again, these are levels that have tons of volume. So we're definitely going to be watching to see who shows strength here. All right. If buyers take the ball, we're looking for a move into PDH. And then any strength above PDH, once again, we're targeting that guy, and up to that guy. All right. Whoa, what was that? Okay. So that's going to be our bullish scenario. Once again, it's all based off what happens at previous day high in this level. And then our bearish scenario, once again, we're going to be opening right here, like right on previous day open print. So I'm watching to see what happens here at previous day high. Maybe get some selling down to EOD in previous day low. All right. And then break PDL and take it all the way down to 6339. All right. So once again, what's key is what happens off previous day high. That's going to be our level of interest right there. All right. Now, we're going to dive into this real quick. MSTR. Okay. So I'm potentially looking to play MicroStrategy, right? You guys probably heard of this if any of you guys invest in crypto. But MicroStrategy is a commodity that's primary currency, like their asset as a company is Bitcoin, right? They have like $42 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now, if any of you guys follow crypto, which we do over here at HPT, Bitcoin in particular is ripping. It's ripping face, right? It's up near like 120,000. I haven't checked it today, but basically, is what I'm getting at is we're coming up on a very important time. It's done the halvening. It's been about 6 months after the halvening is when we really start to see a lot of volatility coming to Bitcoin. But basically, is what I'm saying is we have great opportunity to capture a beautiful swing play here. Okay, so and once again, I'm going to treat this just like any other trade. It's all based off market structure and moving averages. So right here we have the week chart. So each candle is a week. So I'm going to be looking to play a move out to early January. Okay. So basically, I am going to be looking for a long play out of this level and out of this bounce here on the moving average. About 3 months out, and my first target is going to be right here at the top of that GBI, and then I'm targeting 44676. Okay, so I think this is a really good opportunity for a lot of people. I'm not in it just yet. There's still a little bit more I need to actually pull the trigger and get in this play. But this is the play that we're looking at right here, MicroStrategy. I think this is going to be a phenomenal play considering buyers can own this 342.36 level. Okay. So with that being said, and everybody on the team, we're diving a lot more into that in tomorrow's webinar. I want to start talking about swing trades a lot more. I think they're a phenomenal way to grow your portfolio. Obviously day trading is, our main tool, but there's a lot of money to be made swinging. And I think it's really good for your mentality as well. Swing trading is definitely like, it teaches you to be okay with, holding through drawbacks. It's a beneficial tool, and you can make boatloads of money doing it. So you buy some leap calls out on MicroStrategy, and then that Bitcoin rally comes, bro, we're going to make a lot of money. So that's exactly what I'm looking to play right there. And the chart looks phenomenal. So that's how you really take it to the next level. Cool. So this is looking exceptionally well. Once again, pre-market plan is we're watching previous day high, and we're also watching what level is this? This is 63845. So what happens right here at this level is going to be key. I do like how buyers are showing up right now. Why? Because look at the moving average. Okay. Look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour, literally, the cloud has turned green. Who's got the ball? The green team's got the ball, right? Like, once again, this is why over here at HBT, we love those simple visuals, okay? Like, when you get really simple with it and you got those clean tools that just tell, hey, listen, the cloud is green. Once again, this doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be going along, but what it does mean is if and when buyers show strength at that open, this is what I like to call acceptance. Okay. I really like where that 1 hour trend's at as well. If I whip out the 4 or 5 minute, you'll see we're right on that 1 hour trend and we're trending up. Okay. So this is exactly the sort of things that we like to see when we're coming into a supply zone. Okay. Don't be naive. Don't be arrogant. You do not always short a supply zone. Sometimes they get shattered through. Okay. And that's what we're going to be looking for today in longs. All right. So I'm going to go hit the head. I'm going to be back in about 40 seconds, and let's get this money. All right, HPT, let's get this money. Let's go. All right, so right here off the rip, we're seeing buyers come into the market relatively strong too. Look at that. Getting a pretty strong push, but the morning has just begun. Why isn't my open print thing printing? That's all right. Well, we can plot it. So once again, open print is the easiest level to come by. It is the open of the 930 candle. All right. I like these sellers coming up here as well. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, I'm liking it. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. And the reason why I'm liking it is because that level has such significance, right? Like previous day high got super significant volume. Eric, what up, stud? My boy Eric is in the motherfucking building. Let's get this money. Now, look at that 1 hour trend right there, okay? We're literally right on it. So, once again, we're just going to keep an eye out, see how them buyers play out here. Let's whip up Tesla. See what Tesla's got going on over here. Let me just throw the pit numbers up here so I can plot them real quick for Tesla. That way we can see that as well. All right, so we got previous day low. Keep it. Wow, look at the volume coming out the gate here. Damn. We have end of day, right? So we go here and we go EOD, check. Okay, boom, 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 boom. And we got previous day high, right? Easy money, guys. Stick to your pint numbers and they tell you exactly what you need to do. All right, so now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take pit numbers off, check. Now we're getting money here. All right, give me a minute. All right, so notice how that candle closed, guys. You guys see how that candle closed? Let's see what that 1 hour trend can do right here, though, right? This is, once again, this is when you start looking for that buying acceptance, right? What does that look like? You got that tight 1 hour trend. It's hugging price action here. It's definitely probability that we can get a burst through. All right, let me see here. PDH, check. Previous day high, EOD. Is that end of day? That ain't EOD. Hold up. Yeah, it is. Really don't make no sense, though. Bam, bam, wham, bam. Oh, yeah, it is. Look at that. Mega sell-off right there at the end of the day. Boom. All right, previous day low. Check. We got the 4-minute time frame up right there on SPY as we're coming into previous day high. All right, once again, that healthy 1 hour trend, guys. Like that 1 hour, we were talking this morning. Buyers got strength, man. Buyers are, according to that 1 hour time frame, they're definitely not weak. All right, so let's see how that plays out here. Volume is just ripping. What are contracts at? What are contracts at today? Contracts are extremely expensive. SPX contract right now is 2,300. That's all right. A lot of volume, and this is where in these current market conditions, guys, we got it. Like, once again, you just got to be on point. Trade your strategy. Don't be afraid. Okay. Just if you got to go a little bit out of the money or something, that's okay. Just don't put yourself in a vulnerable scenario. All right. Look at these buyers. All right. And sellers. We're getting some sellage. Getting some selling as we're coming up here into open print. That's open print. Is that open print? Oh, it is open print. All right. Yeah, because the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Getting a pretty strong push. I'm telling you right now, guys, I will play with buyers. If buyers continue to show this strength as we come up into PDH, I have no issue longing into it. But at the same time, we gotta be a little patient right here and see what happens. Remember, we got no news today. None are scheduled, at least. That doesn't mean that Trump may not send a tweet. But once again, we can't control any of that. Therefore, we're not going to be afraid of it. We're not going to think it. We're not going to assume nothing. Unless anybody knows anything different, you could drop it in the chat. But as far as that goes, we're just looking to trade raw dog price action. Let's get it. Getting a little extended here on SPX as well. Getting a little bit extended here on the 5-minute time frame from the moving averages. Oh, Jackson Hole meeting. You know what time that is, I'm Dizzy? You know what time that's going on? It's probably going to be later. My guess is around 2. You got to be careful, man. Those guys get meeting together. They start talking crazy. And you know what? This is the thing. Can't control it. Can't control it. Therefore, I'm just looking to trade my strategy. We get this beautiful setup right here off the morning. We're going to take it and call it a one and done. Watch. Let's see here. $12-2. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, let's see. Oh, also, guys, I'm going to be starting a program here at HPT for referrals. I gotta put a little bit more together, but basically anybody that refers people is going to be making money off their subscription, right? So this is a phenomenal way for you to motivate people to get on HPT and for you to earn while doing it. I'm writing it up right now. I'm going to come up with a really good contract for people because my overall goal, and not just anybody's going to be able to refer, it's going to be the main HPT vets. But basically, like, if you're not a vet and you want to refer somebody, just message me. That's okay. Like, we could talk about it. But basically, I'm really trying to build that environment here with the right community. Okay. So I'm going to be coming up with that as well. Look at these, dude. These buyers are showing a lot of strength right here. Coming up into that sweet spot. That's exactly the level that we were talking about this morning. All right, let's see. Coming up in the previous day high right here, moving averages are looking pretty sweet. I mean, they're definitely not looking bad. We're getting some pretty healthy price action coming up here in the previous day high. We're getting a pretty nice pre-market high bounce right here as well. With that moving, that 1 hour and 9, dude, there it goes. We're probably going to push right through this thing. Look at that. Bam. So let me get rid of this guy. So now, guys, I'm watching this. You guys see that red candle that was just ignored? Well, this happened right here off PDH in open print. This is important, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a box around this. I'm going to drop onto that 2-minute and see if we can get a scalp. We're still coming up into 63845. So let's see here. Let me pull up SPY. Whip out that 1 hour and see what she looks like. Yeah, buyers are bringing the heat right now, dude. Look at this. Right into 63845. Damn. Look at that pop right there. All right, so now we have a little more context, right? We have a clean red bar that was ignored. We got a pretty healthy trend right here. And once again, like when we were talking about this, guys, remember we were talking about, we're going, listen, this trend looks pretty healthy. Like, I'm not worried about buying in a supply zone if the trend is healthy. So that was definitely a pretty strong move there from buyers. Let me see what the daily looks like. Uh-oh. Y'all see that on the daily? On the daily, we got ourselves a little pocket. You guys see this pocket right here? That is definitely we could definitely see buying up there all the way up to 63972 or up towards that. Pockets mean pullback, guys. Pockets mean pullbacks. Pocket means pullback. SPX. All right, let's see here. Bam, bam, bam. 2-minute. Drop down to that 2-minute. What we got? Let's see here. Nice little bounce. Very strong move from buyers right there. Very strong. Very strong move right there. I mean, hey, dude, look at how SPX just rallied out the gate like that. Unbelievable. Chris Beckwith, what up, brother? Welcome to the live session. We're currently watching buyers right here. That probably wouldn't have been a bad long play right there off the 2-minute. But I'm not in it. I'm more just kind of wrap my head around how buyers are showing up here like madmen. Definitely watching for a potential retest off this 4-minute RBI as well. Okay. So we definitely got a little bit of context here. We got no moving average cross. But at the same time, We did bounce off that 1 hour pretty well. All right. So let's see what we get right here. Let's see if we can, this market can kind of, you know, equal out a little bit. It might just rally, guys. Like we've been, this is how the market's been. The market's literally just, it's been rallying up and down like crazy. We've seen the same price action all week. What I like watching on this is the 2 minute, right? Like notice here how the 2 minute 5 is getting defended pretty well right here. One thing I'm trying to do today is to not really overthink it like crazy. Okay. You guys know we're really we're pretty patient and structured traders over here at HPT. So these market conditions tend to be a little difficult because there's really not much structure and you got to be quick with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to remind myself that as we go into trading today. Watching Tesla as well. Damn, look at that. Crazy bounce right there off end of day. Mega rally right here too. All right, let's see if we can get some structure, guys. That's it. Price is coming in extremely hot. Buyers are coming in very hot, but this is the thing. You guys know it just as much as me. What goes up tends to come back down too, okay? I don't want to put any doubt up there, but basically is what I'm saying is very violent and quick moves tend to get soaked right back up. So what I'm really watching is right here on the daily. It looks like we're going to get this pop here up into, you know what, this is a target right here at 63938. That would be my first upside target on SPY, and then 63972. All right. So let's see what happens here as we pretty much just rallied into that. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow. This thing's cooking. All right. So what can we take from all this though currently, you know, going forward? So far, buyers showed a lot of strength off the EMA cloud. All right. The 20. So far, buyers showed a lot of strength coming up into here at previous day high. All right. So far, we got a nice bounce here off the 20 because once again, our job is to look for recurring patterns. We got a nice, that 2 minute structure right here off previous day high. We completely shattered this level. Okay. So I'm definitely going to be watching for a retest or something like that, maybe off this level here at previous day high. I really don't like those insanely quick and fast moves though. Only because like yesterday was a perfect example of that where we had $2 candles literally get soaked up in less than 3 minutes. Like, you know, it's just not necessarily the type of market conditions that I trade the best in. And that's okay. We just need to be aware of that, right? Like everybody in my mentorship and on my team know, right? Like I'm really big on, maximize your strengths and conserve your weaknesses. Okay. So just, you know, if know what conditions work well for you. Damn. Look at Tesla right here, dude. This is crazy. Nice little bounce. All right. Once again, looking at that 1 hour here as we're starting to approach some key levels. Dude, what a move. And know what's the crazy part is this is the exact criteria we trade just on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. We have a moving average cross, red bar that got ignored. That would be our long play right here. And then we would go long, right? So like this is definitely a key level. Open print, right? Those are definitely important levels today. All right, watching that 2 minute, just let her materialize, and we'll see if we can get some opportunity. This thing has been crazy lately. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. This is... Look at this. We're just shattering upside targets right here. Damn. All the way into 6-3. Yeah, that's like 6-3. Yeah, and that's upside target right there. Now, another thing I'm noticing here is we're getting just very far away from that 1 hour moving average. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got to be careful. Look at this thing. Jeez, look at this thing. This thing's cooking. All right, I'm watching SPX right here at 64.11. 64.11 is definitely important level. Let me whip out that daily and see what we're looking at. Yeah, okay, so we're coming up to the moving average. We're coming up to the daily moving average here. All right, so now in my mind, I want to remind myself that buyers can blow through this, right? Definitely they could shoot all the way up. And I'm just kind of playing in my mind, right? Like is that something I want to trade, right? We're very extended from this 1 hour trend right here. I mean, look at this. We are, let me tell you right now, and drawing, we're going to come up here. We're $1.50. All right, here comes that bullshit. Okay. Here we go. Where's this opportunity at? Oh, guys, and by the way, check out the links below. Get involved. If anybody wants to get involved, we currently have a 20% off our monthly subscription. Okay, so check that out if you want to get involved and join our team. Phenomenal resource in a really good group of traders. Okay, Fabio, what up, bro? Got our boy Fabio, right? We got the whole HBT army today. All right, let's get this money. Very strong push into this level. Josh, if you get an RBI, will you take this long? That's a phenomenal question. Let me see here. What's the 2 minute look like? It's just, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is insane. Look at this price action. All right, let's see here. Well, according to these moving averages, buyers are definitely strong. We get large pullback. Look at that candle right there, though. That's a 76-cent candle, right? So if these are the sort of pullbacks we're getting, we got to keep it real with ourselves. That's something we actually want to participate in. You know, like, guys, like we were talking about, right? Like, it's very important to understand which environment serves you the best. These environments can get a little tricky. Definitely can get a little bit tricky right here. If I'm getting to a trade today, it's definitely I'm definitely going to need some sort. It needs to have some structure to it. Okay, like we don't just not trade our strategy. I need at least an RBI, a GBI, and I need healthy moving average trends. Okay, I don't want these crazy erratic moves up downs like crazy, right? Like if you are going to trade those, you just keep your stops a little bit bigger so you don't get smoked immediately. All right. All right, so it looks like we're getting a little bit of resistance here at 63938. Look at that 2 minute. Honestly, like if I was a reversal trader, which I'm really not, this level really, I mean, put it this way, we're very extended from the 1 hour trend here, and we just rallied like $2.50 to the upside. I'm actually kind of curious to see what happens here as buyers pushing in this level, because these dudes are showing crazy strength this morning. What's that context telling us, though? Let's whip out that daily. All right. Honestly, I think buyers can take it. And this is the thing, guys. What's my upside target? I'm literally, like, my upside target above this level. Holy shit. Okay. So we got a lot of buying. Let's see. So upside target is going to be, is that right there? We literally don't have anything until 64213. So I'd be blown away if buyers shoot through this. But at the same time, these market conditions are really crazy. So it is what it is. If buyers cook through this, it is what it is. I'll be really surprised. Patience. Patience. Okay? I talk about this in all my videos. It's not about making money. It's about not hemorrhaging money. Okay? Know what works for you. So that moving average is up here at like 640. So that's something that we should definitely not neglect, is that daily time frame moving average, right? So like if I get an RBI right here and go long, my first upside target is going to be that moving average. So, I mean, that literally that's really not the best target, right? So this is where patience is really important. You got crazy, wild price action off the morning. Like, you know, if I played that 2 minute, we definitely could have got some opportunity. But my rule of thumb is never play the 2 minute unless the 5 minute makes sense. And that 5 minute really wasn't making sense. So let's see what we get here. So far, the buyers have been respecting this moving average. But this is like the last level of resistance until 642.13. So if sellers don't take this thing really it could cook. And this is also why I like looking at SPX. Like, look at SPX right now. Very strong push. Now we're coming up into this level. We're pretty extended from moving averages. I don't say that necessarily that it's going to reverse, but it's just the truth, right? We are very extended from the 1 hour moving average. This might be a great short play coming up here in a minute down to previous day high. But let's see. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I'm gonna be going to North Carolina here in like a month or two. My cousin's having a wedding. It's gonna be awesome. If anyone from North Carolina is in the chat, go ahead, post it. Maybe we'll meet up, get some coffee. Damn, I really might long this, guys. Hold on. I might be crazy for this, but if I get an RBI, I might take this long. Now, the only reason I'll take this long is because, and I'm not in it just yet, news in 8 minutes. That's my boy. That's my boy. I mean, that 5 minute trend looks pretty good. 5 minute trend looks pretty good. We got really strong buying pressure here. We got a pretty healthy, really healthy trend here. 2 minute time frame here. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Oh, you know, and this is the thing, right? Like the biggest thing to point out here is like we're trading in certain market conditions. And this is why, like, it's kind of tricky, right? Because, like, in these market conditions, I find myself kind of compromising certain things, right? Like, my 1 hour 9, right? Look how far away that is. Like, according to my trade plan, I can't trade longs when I'm that far away. So let's just see what happens here. Let's let the market tell us. And this is the beauty about waiting for those RBI GBIs, right? Like, we didn't get one, therefore there's still a lot going on. Definitely not trading as high size as usual. And, you know, these conditions are just insane. They're, you know, don't put yourself in any vulnerable scenario. I'm watching that 5 minute trend. I'm really watching that 5 minute trend though. All right, here we go. Here comes a little bit of selling. Look at that move up. Yeah, you can't long that. You crazy? Uh-oh. Don't be letting me go full retard over here. See, this is the type of shit we run over here at HVT, right? This is why team is so important, okay? Like, you know, I used to hate on Discord communities like crazy, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make one and really build that good environment where we're all looking out for each other, and that's exactly what we do. Yeah, Dustin, I agree, man. Like certain market conditions just aren't worth it. I'm still gonna run this live and wait to see if any opportunity shows up. I don't want to completely write it off, but Dustin, I do not whatsoever hate on you for walking away from this sort of week, man. This week has been just horrendous. Shit's been all over the place. There's been no clean price action. It's literally just been whipsaw. So with that being said, I don't blame you whatsoever. I'm also reminding myself, right? You guys see this price action here? You guys see how we got no RBI or GBI to the upside, or we got no RBI. So don't expect a GBI on the way down, okay? If we get a move down. I'm really watching this 2-minute here. And regardless, I'm really not interested in fighting this, right? Like there's definitely some sellers here, and I'm really not that interested in fighting that. If I was a big reversal trader, and this would definitely be a good short play. Not to mention the orb is huge on this, right? Like look at the first 15 minutes here. This is how much? Let me see. It's $2.50. All right, ready? Watch SPX. You guys will see it. This is a short play. Now you see how we could have used that 1 hour time frame to understand why we shouldn't go long there. Like when you're that far extended, look at that right there. Damn, that's beautiful. And you know what else, guys? Look at this. We whip out that daily. I guarantee you. Yep. Look, you guys see that? Isn't that shit crazy? Hold on. Look. What's that? Remember about 30 minutes ago, or I was like, oh, guys, you guys see that pocket? And then the pocket literally got filled. We came up to the moving average, and now we're seeing selling pressure. I like it. I like it. I like it. Give me sellers, baby. But once again, right, we're getting that whipsaw price action. If anybody caught that short, you're a fucking stud. It's just not my style of trading no more. I don't like guessing the highs. That's just not my that's not what makes me money. Watching SPX though. Watching SPX as we come up back into previous day high. We got 2 minutes before news. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Interesting. What is this? Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Yep. Shout out to that person who just signed up for our free mini course. What you're going to get is a beautiful example here of our day trading strategy, especially if we get criteria today. So once again, guys, let's just go over that real quick while we're letting the market just kind of, set up over here. So basically, I'm looking to trade a simple 3-step approach that I follow every single day. It's critical level, moving average cross, RBI, GBI. So right now, what we're looking for is some criteria, okay? And once again, this is like when most traders join HPT, they're not making money, and it's because they're not following a system, right? Some days they trade orb. Some days they trade supply and demand. Some days they trade support and resistance, et cetera, right? Like, so our key philosophy over here is to stick to one approach. It's currently sitting at a 79% win ratio. So we're really looking for certain criteria. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, yo, come on. Yo, are you guys seeing this? Well, that's our strategy. We weren't able to get in it, but damn, you guys see this shit? Unbelievable. But what did he say? Good morning? Good morning, guys. I hate to be a dipshit today. Like what about this? What about this dude is like, this shit is crazy. Unbelievable. But you know what? Like, this is the thing, guys. We like, how you expect to follow a simple approach on a day like today? Holy shit, dude! Look at SPX. Are we hitting all-time highs? I don't get it. What just happened? All right, well, let's get some new targets here. That is insane. This is the crazy part. It's all probably going to reverse and sell off. This is crazy. I've never seen a move like this. We haven't seen a move like this in a very long time. Holy shit. Now, all you guys were here with me. If anybody goes online later and goes, oh, 400% ROI trading XPX, like, yo, this is definitely, like, be cautious, because anybody that entered into that, you're been terrible. That would have been crazy. Unbelievable. Damn it, Powell. Damn it. Damn it, son. What you talking about on that stupid mic, boy? What you talking about? Make the market do all that. All right, well, let's get some new upside targets. All righty then. All righty then. This might be where I just call it a day. Yep. Well, it looks like Trump and Powell made up. You guys see that video where Trump was literally like, what did he say? He's like, oh, yeah, the numbers came out and we're way above deficit or whatever. And Powell's like, no, we're not. And then he's like, oh, no, I got new information right here. You must not have seen it. And like Powell like gave him this like look of death. Dude, it was I'm like, yo, these guys, they're all a bunch of crooks. All of them politicians, they're all crooks, dude. Every single one of them. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Damn. Oasis swung trade. All right. All right. So let's see here. Yeah, Eric, I think you called that perfect. You said retesting GBI, and literally she cooked. One thing we could take from this, dude. All right. So obviously, guys, I know this is very tempting, but restrain yourself from FOMOing into this garbage. Okay, like stay patient, wait for a pullback at least. Do not just go full port retard right now, because the market's doing something we're not used to. Okay, stay patient. I'm watching for a retest. Right, hold on. What is that? 6-2. Let's get rid of this guy right here, and then here. Okay. Wow. All right, let's see if the 2 minute can give us some opportunity, I guess. These are all my upside targets. Like, yeah, you know, the market's definitely all the technicals. Yeah, and I really agree, Dustin. At this point, this is the market that we're like, don't expect to trade certain things perfectly. That's all I gotta say. I'll still find. Let's see if we can still get a trade. But I mean, this is some major trash. All right, let me map out all-time high. And that doesn't mean it's going to be trash all day, okay? Like, that doesn't mean it's going to be trash all day. There could definitely still be some good opportunity. And we're going to follow our tools to spot it. Call me crazy, but if I get like a 4-minute RBI or GBI, I'll definitely, you know what? I'll hop in a small size trade. I just want to see a little more, because what this is telling me is that there's a lot of buying. Okay, there's definitely a lot of buying. There's abnormal buying that we haven't seen yet, or that we haven't seen in a while. So basically, I'm going to be looking to play possibly up in an all-time high. Okay. The truth of this scenario is we literally just rallied $6 in an hour. Hasn't even been an hour yet. That's crazy. All right. But yeah, look at that 4-minute. We got a red bar right here that was ignored. Price came right into it, and this thing took off. Damn. All right, so it looks like we're getting a little bit of play here at 644.10. I'm going to make this level look a little different because we are getting a little bit of play there. All right, I got to stand up for a second. This shit's going full crazy. All right, you guys ready for the reversal? Watch this thing completely suck down. Powell like rips ass and the market just completely tanks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. What did he really say to make that happen? Unbelievable. All right, so but we still need to adapt, right? Like, regardless of what the market's doing, we have to be able to adapt to the market conditions. So basically, I'm going to be looking for an RBI or GBI to play. That's it. That's how we trade, and that's literally how we turn traders into consistent traders, right? Because, like, think about it. When we're losing money, what are we doing? We're chasing shit like this. Or we're making bad decisions out of FOMO, etc. Right? Like, so one of the main reasons why traders start to do so much better once they come over to HBT, if I do long this, if we break this, I'll go long. I'm targeting 64493. I'm going to have to use the 2-minute as my a 2-minute candle as a stop here. All right. I just hopped in this long. I'm going to give this a quick, I'm going for a quick scalp right here, and I'm going to put my stop loss at 64291. This is definitely a little sketchy play, but I'm playing that 5-minute trend, and I'm looking to play into 64493. Wow. This thing's cooking. It's a pretty sketchy level right here. But we're playing that nice 5-minute trend. Nice push. Up 19% on this already on SPX. Let's get 644. All right, so we did just make a new high. Going for this push right here. Boom. All right, let's see if she can continue. I'm keeping a pretty easy stop here. Up 18%. Pretty nice push. I'm going to take a quick scale, guys, and I'm going to leave my last one. Ooh, very nice push. Hold on, I'm not scaling yet. Oh, very nice push. Very nice push. Yeah, that's a good scale. Up 22% on that trade. Literally, just like that. 22%. Playing quick little pop here on the 2-minute. Let's see if that trend can hold right there. Let's see. There we go. A lot of volume here. Lots of volume. Just playing level to level. But I want to make sure this can hold. Want to make sure that this can hold. I'm watching this trend right here. Kind of a sketchy play. Don't blame you if you didn't take it. This is not usually how we trade over at HBT. But it is an RBI. Okay, like that is a valid red bar ignored. I'm not going to let my last contract hold that much. I'm probably going to give it right to 643.10. Let's see if this can hold right here. Keeping a very tight stop. I really like this 5-minute. How much time we got left on it? Oh, this is a 4-minute. Oh, we didn't even get an RBI in the 5-minute. This is a super sketchy trade. That's all right. Let's see. I don't like that gap whatsoever. Yeah, I'm out of my last one there. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. We're going to play this, guys. We're playing this. I got one SPX contract left open here. I'm looking for some strength as we continue to come up into this level. I don't like this gap here on the 5-minute. This is what I'm talking about right here. Definitely a little sketchy trade. But you know what? These are the conditions we're trading. I don't like that we closed below that. 644.10. What's good is that the contracts cost so much damn money. 20% is usually what I make. All right, on my last contract right here, I'm up 7%. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit at 644.10. Let's see if we can get back above that 2-minute moving average. Look at that. Let's see. Yeah, 644.10 is being a little she's being a little cunty. Let's let her play out though. Let's let her play out a little bit. I'm just gonna keep a really tight stop at 643.26. If we come down to this candle right here, I'll hop out of this. I want to give her a little room. I want to see if these buyers can continue here. Maybe we get a play up in the all-time high. Nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm taking it at 645. Not necessarily. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to take this at 645 as we get a little closer to it. I'm up 20, what's this, 28% on this trade. Oh, very nice push. Very nice push. And see if we can burst right through it. It'd be crazy. We're about to burst right through it. All right, we just hit our TP. That's definitely a spot to get out. I'm gonna let this last one go for a little bit. I'm gonna keep a break-even stop on it. Who cares? Let her cook. And you know what? This one in Todd, right? Like this obviously isn't. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that push. Let's get all-time high. Let's get all-time high. Damn, this thing's cooking. This thing's cooking. Cooking. Damn. You know, playing that 2 minute, right? These definitely aren't the ooh. Yo. This thing's cooking. 40%. Damn, I'm up almost $1,000 on this trade. All right, yeah, let's go for all-time high. Let me see here. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? All right, that candle just closed. I'm going to keep a really tight stop here. Let me see. You know what? I'm just going to book this. We could always get back in this. Hold up. Not yet. 644.80 is going to be my stop. I'm going to keep my stop right here, guys. I'm keeping my stop on this right here. It's based off 644.93. And see what we get. I've already trimmed one of these. I'm just looking for continuation right here up in the all-time high. Oh my God. Yo, there it goes. All right, there's gonna be a lot of fuckery up here. I'm up over 40% on this trade. So if I gotta give back 20% of my last contract, so be it. We're just playing that 2 minute time frame, playing that healthy trend right there. Let's see. In the 4 minute RBI. That's literally, guys, the reason why we got on this is the same exact reason. If you look at my website, right? Just literally, we got a moving average cross all the way down here, but we did get an RBI, which is why we entered this trade. Yeah, I am. Hold up. I got my finger ready. Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking it. 32% on that last one. And once again, right, not my like most favorite way to trade, but these are the current market conditions, right? Like we got to be able to adapt. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. And once again, right, like using the overall market conditions to give us a context of what we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like how, you know, what made me actually get in that trade was the moving average was pretty close, and we got a red bar to be ignored on the 4 minute time frame. As we come back into this level right here, I'm going to be watching for a retest. Let's see if we can get a retest here and play an all-time high. We might not. That 2 minute cloud might hold here, and we might continue to get a stronger push. But the biggest thing to talk about here is the moving average has gotten respected. Let's see if it gets respected right here. That trade was nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie to you. Not going to lie to you. And you guys also see like what my main reason for getting out of that trade was literally because this level could not hold. Right? So I'm not going to give back all the money I made on that trade, you know, hoping to get all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to just be like, okay, this is working. And what tells me it's no longer working, right? And for me, that would be once this guy couldn't hold. It's probably going to be extremely choppy here for the next couple minutes. Dude, everything rallied today. Holy shit. Look at Tesla. Dude, Tesla. Why wasn't I looking at Tesla? Look at this off Tesla. Oh, no, that's that crazy move. Beautiful. Green bar ignored right there off Tesla. So let's see what happens here, though. All right, I'm watching this. Yo, and guys, like the biggest thing to take from this is that's what you can expect when you get a red bar or green bar ignored. Oh, boy. But this is the thing. If sellers show strength here, right? If sellers like push through this and we get a nice red candle right here, we could definitely see a move down back to open print. So let's see. Dude, Oasis, you're crazy. Powell snuffed some what? Dude, you're damn. You know, in reality, these are like Powell's like a really nice guy, and he's like just trying to like do his job, and everybody just hates him because everybody's a day trader. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not his fault. Everybody goes completely retarded once he goes on the mic. Here we get, guys. All right, so basically, I'm watching what this retest looked like. I took a quick 2-minute play for anybody that may have just showed up. Quick little review of it. It's really not my favorite play. I did really well on it. We went long right here, and we caught a $1.50 move almost to the upside. Basically, the reason why I took that trade though is because the 5-minute criteria. Okay, we got a very strong push in the 5-minute moving average was pretty close. You could definitely say it was more of a vulnerable trade to take, but my stop was pretty valid. It's probably locked in about a 1-to-1 there. I was probably risking around 35-40%, and that's pretty much what I made. So is what it is. On to the next. I think our exit was phenomenal. I think we did a great job taking one off the top and then exiting on the last one. So all good. You know what? I tell you, it's good to lock in a win sometimes, especially after a day like yesterday, right? We locked in a little win. Now we can really let this market play out and see how we want to play it. I'm watching this retest right here of this RBI. And let's see if sellers can come in and soak up this whole zone right here. Okay. If I get selling pressure, I'm looking for a move down. Let's see if we get it. All right. Yeah, you guys, look at that fake out on SPX. All right. But once again, this is the power of the RBI. Okay. So I got the 2-minute right here, and now I'm going to pull up the, let me see. All right. So we have a red candle right here, ignored. Now we're coming back into it. It's to make our break for buyers. It's definitely looking a little bearish, but let's see what happens at this zone. This zone is very important. Very important zone. What am I looking at? Do I want to see watching the 2-minute here? All right, look at that moving average, guys. I see myself a pocket. What's pocket mean? Pocket means pullback. Pocket means pullback. Pocket means pullback. Hold on. No, you found it. Okay. All right, let's see here. And once again, we could get another this zone super important. I really don't like where that 1 hour 9 is. It's ugly, but we're trying to adapt here to the current market conditions. Let's see here. What we gonna get, baby? What we gonna get? What we gonna get? Uh-oh. You guys feeling a little froggy? What's the high of this? Y'all feeling a little froggy? And that would be an RBI out of a retest of an RBI. Look at that. It's not a bad long. It's not a bad long play. I'm not going to get in it. I want to see a retest of this zone. If I get a retest right here that's valid, I'll hop in and target all-time high. I really like. You guys see what we're doing though? We're using this RBI to give us the context, right? I just made a video about this. These RBIs give us context, and what that means is like if they keep getting defended, the price is going to continue to go higher. Okay. There's definitely something a little fishy going on up here. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna take off. My stop on this is $2 away. See, this is the only reason why I don't like trading this price action. For like, you can get wicked out and the trend could still just rally on you, and it's because the market conditions are just so damn volatile. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things are crazy volatile right now. It's really not a bad long play though. Hold on. So this is the inverted chart. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's going to be retarded. Yeah, look at that. Dude, look at that. So, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. I just don't want to long up into that level. And this is exactly why. You guys see what we're getting right here? This might be the good old switcheroo to the downside. To the downside. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this market's rough, guys. It's really rough. But you know what though? Like, once again, if you go to the casino and the dealer is just, oh, hold on, look at this. Look at this. I think buyers are gonna hold this, guys. Maybe. The moving averages are telling me that buyers are gonna hold this. They speak to me. They speak to me. They're telling me the buyers are going to try to hold this and take it all the way up to all-time high. They're speaking to me. But they're struggling at 64410. They're struggling. They're struggling a little bit. Holy shoot. This thing really took off today. If anybody figures out why the market did this, just drop it in the chat. I'm definitely interested to know what happened. Fuck, man. Yeah, this thing might, honestly, this might be long. Like, this really might be long plays. I know it looks scary and it feels definitely weird. But buyers are defending this RBI right now, and this thing's gonna keep going up. This is definitely buyers are definitely showing a lot of strength here. I'm just debating if I actually want to participate. But the biggest thing to take from this, right? Like, once again, even if like you're not in a position or you're just kind of watching because this is price action's garbage. Biggest thing to take from this is the power of the RBI. Okay. Like we just had a new person sign up for our mini course, and this is the important thing that you got to look at. Okay. once you get a red bar that gets ignored like this right here, and until this red box here gets invalidated, this is bullish. Like buyers are holding this on the retest. Okay. There goes the push. There goes the push. Did anybody get in that? I don't blame you if you didn't. But there goes the push, right? Oh, he confirmed a rate cut. Thanks, Debo. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know they've been waiting on that rate cut. Yeah, look at that. This thing's about to take off up to all-time high. Oh, Mike, you took that? Good for you, bro. I'm extremely proud of you right now. You decided to trade the principals. Definitely not a bad play. Not a bad play. The red candle that was ignored is being defended. The only reason I'm not in this is I kind of feel like I got through this trade by the skin of my ass. So I'm just kind of good. You know, and that's fine. And I tell you this right now. Yeah, it pays quick. If we could get back above this moving average, like close above that, we're going to see all-time high. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're struggling a little bit here at 64493. What's the 5-minute look like? Oh, yeah. There she goes. There she goes. Such a good play, Mike. Such a good play. And that was a 4-minute RBI. Unreal. 4-minute RBI. Look at that. But, you know, the concept still applies, right? Like whether it's a 4-minute or anything else, it's, you know, what you're seeing there basically is a bunch of sellers that hop in the market right here, and then they start stopping out of their trades right here. And like all of this, that's sellers stopping out of their trades. And now you got a lot of buying pressure, so that's why it continues, right? That's why we love the RBI and GBI entry criteria. It's absolute game changer. Absolute. Once we got it, I hopped into a long play, and then I dropped right down to that 2-minute time frame to manage this crazy trade. And we got a pretty nice move right there. Would I take that trade tomorrow? Probably not. But I don't want to beat myself up too bad. I kind of, in reality, I feel like we did a great job adapting to the market in the conditions it was in. So overall, I'm completely fine with it. We pulled about 32% out of the market, so it is what it is. On to the next. You know, you can't be dwelling on shit as a trader. Like, don't be dwelling on shit whatsoever. Let's see if these buyers can pull through here. Pretty nice push. There it goes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Good play, Mike. Really good play. I know it was uncomfortable, Mike. I know that long play has been uncomfortable. But you followed your system. It's a good play right there. It's all about getting uncomfortable in this game. That's one of the main reasons why I want to get into that swing trade that we were talking about. MSRT, as a matter of fact, I want to see where it's at right here. Dude. Look at that. This thing's going to cook. Interesting. So we're going to dive a lot more deeper into MSRT tomorrow. Dude, look how volatile MSRT is. Holy snap. This thing rips 50 cents at a time. It's trading pretty well with SPY. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, let's get that push. Let's get that push up to high a day. I got my eye on a possible pullback. I'm not completely over it yet. Yeah, MSRT. Yeah, look at that. Look at that play off what was that, previous day high? I'm looking to go at least 3 months out on this, on MSRT. I'm looking to go 3 months out. I'm going to buy some options. I'm going to probably hop in it pretty heavy, which, you know, heavy, a couple, probably like 2 to 3 grand. I want to put at least 2 to 3 grand in this. Not extremely heavy, but enough to make, you know, I think we could turn that into at least 20. If this thing goes back, I mean, if it's moving according to Bitcoin, this thing can go really far. I mean, look at what's happened previously on this MSRT. Look at that. Look at when all the volume comes in, this thing skyrockets. This thing absolutely ripped. And dude, look at that moving average bounce right there, that 50. It's just beautiful. Look at that bounce. Yeah, we're definitely watching that right there. We watching that. SPY still cooking. Good play. Such a good play, Mike. Such a good play. Trusted it, and it made the exact move you were looking for. Look at that. Once again, this is what HPT is all about. HPT is all about reprogramming the way we view trading. Okay? Like, it's all about, you know, doing things that we're uncomfortable doing because what we were doing wasn't working. Yeah, that's what we do, bro. That's literally like when we start making different choices, like we now put ourselves in scenarios to get different sort of results. And that's what you did today, bro. You literally longed, just like me. I did too. And not the same trade, but we longed into a super uncomfortable target. But the overall market was telling us like that buyers were in control. So I'm still watching this level. And I'm still watching the 2 minute. And if I don't get nothing here in a minute, we'll probably just call it a day with that one long that we took. This guy don't look like much. Let's get it on. All right. Let me get the blood flowing. Oh, that's still pretty good profit taking, Mike. You know, I don't blame you. It's sketchy. Will it go higher? Maybe, probably. But if you locked in your appropriate risk reward ratio, then you did exactly what you're supposed to do. Coming up here into 645.50. All right, ready? Look at that moving average there on the left-hand side. You guys see that right here? See the pocket? Watch it, but this is where it tends to become a magnet and pulls up. Let's see. There it goes. Boom. She's pulling. Boom. Right in the high of day right there. This RBI was key. Bam. And this is like exactly why, you know, we trade the RBIs the way that we do. This is some trash though, guys. This market is definitely a little trashy. It's definitely a little trashy here. Good trading, Mike. Phenomenal trading right there. You made uncomfortable decisions that you're not technically used to, but your execution was phenomenal. That execution will make you money over time. Promise you that. Like, that was key. It was really good. I feel like, where's the 1 hour at? Let's see. Dude, look where that 1 hour trend is. It's all the way down here at 642.4. Damn. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unforgettable. Yeah. We'll stay on for a little bit longer just to see if we get some, but so far I took one setup. I really don't. I mean, it's now we have to look at what's going on, right? Like, we got to read the context. The Powell confirmed a rate cut September 18th. The market's responding exceptionally well. It's gonna throw all the technicals we use on regular days. It's not gonna throw them completely off. But we're now trading in a different environment. Like, so you either adapt to what you're seeing, or you just go, I don't like it, therefore I'm not going to trade it. Which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of traders choose to do that today. They're like, you know what? I just don't like it. You know, and that's okay. So, but with that being said, if I'm looking to identify opportunity right now, let's just talk about it real quick. Let's talk about a short. Does a short make sense whatsoever, other than the fact that our brain wants to see a short because we think it makes sense? Like, I'm just speaking out loud here. Oh, that's an RBI on the 4 minute. This thing's gonna take off, dude. This thing's gonna take off. But basically, like, a lot of times in our mind, we'll like to be like, oh, no, I want to see a short play because it makes more sense right now. So now we've programmed our mind to want to see shorts just because our brain's always looking for confirmations. That can get you hurt, especially on a day like today. So all I'm seeing is our RBIs, red bars getting ignored. And when they get ignored, things tend to move up. Now, with that being said, if it's hard to spot a long play and the market's super bullish, dude, stay away from it. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm struggling with these longs. Struggling with it. You struggling with it? Yeah, this thing's about to pop. I think I'm going to try a long here in a minute. Call me crazy. I may have just missed it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's okay. You're struggling with it? Darren heard me. You're struggling with it? I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling with it. These conditions are shot. There it goes. Once again, though, the RBI is paying. And the RBI is paying. You struggling with it? Little scalp. Little scalp up into all-time high here. Nah. Not a bad play, though, if somebody wants to take it. It's a scalp based off the red bar that just got ignored. Bang. Push. I missed my entry. I was talking. I was too busy talking when I should have been fucking trading. But right there is an RBI. Boom. That would be a long play targeting here and above. You're struggling with it. Push, push, push. There she goes. What's SPX telling us? SPX-SPX. I tell you what, guys, I was not expecting to trade up into all-time high today. Oh, SPX ain't even close to all-time high. That's the weird part. That is definitely the weird part. There it goes. This thing's going to keep going, guys. I'm telling you. All right, so SPY just came in an all-time high right there. Let me see here. What's that look like on SPX here on the intraday? Oh, yeah. It's about to get a little funny up here. Tread lightly. Yeah, here we go. It's about to start cutting back. Push, push, push. I'm just weighing in my mind like what I actually want to do. It might be a one and done sort of day, honestly. Yeah, it's like this. I mean, not saying that there ain't good, opportunity, but I'm not chasing any of this bullshit for a couple bucks. I'd rather wait until certain, moving averages catch up, larger time frames make a little bit more better sense. Because this is just some trashola. Mike, you had a phenomenal play right there. Shout out to you. You conquered FOMO today. You did a really good job with it, and good for you. That was really good. I think we all did. We all conquered FOMO today. FOMO means nothing, right? Like we decided that we were going to stay patient. I mean, there was no play really, anyways. What are you going to do? Chase it? My full target was ATH. Yeah. And yeah, it's taking profits. It's no right or wrong way to do it. I mean, honestly, if you got clipped on your trail stop, it was literally because the range of these candles are all $1.50. That's why, like, when I was long on the 2-minute, like this almost stopped me. I got in right here. That was a pullback. And then I was just keeping that stop extremely tight because all it takes is one of these red candles to literally cost you a lot of money. So it's still completely good. All right, real quick. Let's see what happens here of the retest of the RBI. Getting some buyers. Yeah, this is garbage, guys. I don't think there's going to be anything already. Red bar ignored, retesting it. It's probably going to rally up. Most likely. Let's see, 2 minute. Yep, there it goes. 2 minute bounce. And the RBIs are just getting respected. They're just getting respected extremely well here. Retesting the RBI. Dude, look at the 1 hour. This is the thing though. And I'm going to leave this here and then I'll probably hop off. The 1 hour closes in 9 minutes. Guys, we are going to have about an $8 gap in between the 1 hour moving average in price. Okay. It's a $6 gap. So just tread lightly if you're going to get in longs. I'm not going to probably short either unless it shows up. I'll post any trades I take, guys. You already know they're going straight in the Discord, but I'm going to hop off. I feel like I'm getting a little more antsy. We caught one pretty good trade using that 2 minute time frame. In the 4 minute, we got a red bar that was ignored, so we hopped in the market long. It's about, what is this, an 8 minute trade? Not typically my best. I don't want to say it like that. We adapted to the market based on what it gave us, and you know what? We cleaned up. We grabbed some opportunity. So just be careful. Don't compromise rules or things that work for you just because Powell coughed into the mic in the market's rallying. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be, just be you, okay? And be okay with not trading, because this is trash. It's trash. All right, I'm gonna hop off, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for coming. Everyone else, check out the links below. Get that free mini course on our strategy. It is phenomenal. It is definitely good. I've changed the mini course a little bit, and so it's definitely extremely valuable. It's extremely effective. Check it out. Check out the links. Get on our email list so you can receive tons of valuable information every single week from a high performance trader. I love you guys. Mike, phenomenal trading today. Everybody else, phenomenal trading. In shitty market conditions. And you know what? If you didn't take a trade, good for you. And if you did and you followed your rules, good for you as well. The biggest thing is I just really don't like these. I just don't like how this shit's looking. So I'm going to post trades in the Discord, guys. I'll see you guys there. Peace.